much, everybody, for being here today on the Sirha. This is today a Sirha World Wide round table, and I'm very, very pleased to welcome around this table different exhibitors present on the Sirha, different partners. Let me introduce you very quickly. Noreen Lanigan from Bord Bia, the Irish Food Board. Jon Zearetta, sorry about that, from Ortiz, coming from the Basque country. And Mr. Simomura, we're very happy to welcome you here. You're coming from Japan, and you're one of the exhibitors. Thank you for being here today. I'm going now to ask you a few questions in turn. Turning first to Noreen. Thank you very much, Noreen, for being here.
Thank you, Alice.
Can you please introduce yourself? Tell us who you are and who is the Irish Food Board, what they do, what you do, and Bord Bia.
Thank you. So, as you mentioned, my name is Noreen Lanigan. I manage Bord Bia's Paris office. So Bord Bia is part of the Irish Department of Agriculture. So we work with Irish food and drink exporters to help them develop their export markets. So primarily France and Belgium for my particular position. France is our biggest export market after the UK, so our biggest export market in the Eurozone. So that's one of the main reasons we're here in Lyon today.
Okay, and can you tell us then what is the mission of Bord Bia, and more specifically with the food service actors, with the chefs? What kind of actions do you do to promote the Irish product?
Well, our main objective is to grow Irish food and drink exports. The Irish domestic market is relatively small. For those of you that maybe export to Ireland, there's a population of 4.5 million in Ireland, and so in most food sectors we actually produce far more than we can consume on the home market. So exports are very important to Ireland. So hence our objective primarily is to help Irish food companies export. From a food service perspective, a lot of our products, both on the meat side and seafood and the dairy side, are destined for the food service sector. On the meat side, we work a lot with chefs, and hence our interest in Sirha and the Bocuse d'Or. We have a club that we call the Chefs Irish Beef Club, a club that has over 70 members, chefs all over Europe who buy Irish beef, use Irish beef in their kitchen, and are proud to do so and happy to put it on their menu and endorse our products. So that's one of the things we do from a food service perspective.
So you're working with chefs to be ambassadors of your different products, and
exactly. And I suppose, you know, in a European context, we're obviously promoting a difference. So often on the meat side, we're talking about the specific breeds that we have in Ireland, or the specific maturation of the product as well. That you know, it's offering an extra choice to the consumer, and hence the interest from chefs.
What about sustainability? You mentioned that was an issue for you as well.
Yeah, well, it's one of our main strategic objectives at the moment. Sustainability. We've just launched a new sustainability charter called Origin Green. So we're the first country in the world to have a national sustainability charter for the food and drink industry. Already we have over 160 companies across sectors that have signed up and are committing to improving their production from a sustainability perspective. Yeah. And I suppose it's one of the things that chefs are looking for, that going forward, if they're sourcing products from Ireland, can they source them sustainably? So that's something we want to deliver on.
Deliver and develop. Thank you.
Exactly.
Can you just give us a few words about why you are partner to the Bocuse d'Or this year? Because this is an important information for our chefs here.
Well, we're firstly, I'd like to say we're very proud to be partners of the Bocuse d'Or. It's a real honour for Ireland and for Irish beef, because there's quite a rigorous selection process to be a sponsor for the beef. It's nearly as difficult to qualify as a chef to compete in the Bocuse d'Or.
So the meat wins the competition.
Yes. So Ireland has already won. You know?
Ireland has already won. Wow.
So we're delighted to be associated, and it means a lot. It's a great international platform for us.
And great visibility and notoriety. So we hope to be also great ambassadors too for the Irish meat.
Well, thank you.
And thank you for being partners to the Bocuse d'Or. I'm going to now turn to Jon. Jon, then can you please introduce yourself and tell us what Ortiz is about?
Yes.
Closer to you.
Closer. Okay, Alice, thank you for inviting us to be here with you today. It's a real pleasure to share this table with you guys. So Ortiz is a family-owned company based in the northern part of Spain. It was established 120 years ago, and we are dedicated to the manufacture of high-quality fish preserves. So what we do is mainly white tuna, anchovies, mackerel, sardines. So what we do is we always use fresh product, no frozen, and what we do is we bring everything fresh in our warehouse, in our companies, in our factories, and we hand pack everything in olive oil. So it's a very traditional way of manufacturing
preserves.
and very artisanal.
Okay. Where do those fish come from? Because we hear a lot about food supply, about fish supply, and the importance of preserving the environment and the fish supply in the sea. So
yes.
Where do you get those?
Yes, so most of our fish comes from the Bay of Biscay, what we call the Cantabrian Sea, which is the sea that is between Spain, France, UK, and Ireland. Okay, just for you to put it in a map.
We're locating.
Yes, so that's a very good sea for getting fish because it's part of the Atlantic Ocean, which is a cold sea. There are a lot of waves and currents and streams, so the fish, they grow strong and healthy. All right, so almost everything that we get it there.
Okay, so from what you explained, you are actually supplying the food service sectors for many years in Spain, but going so quite recently abroad. So can you tell us what you propose to these food service sectors and why going export right now?
Yes, so actually the history of the company started supplying food service markets in Spain 120 years ago. So the history of the company started when in the central part of Spain, they were not able to get fresh fish in summertime because of the very high temperatures, and there were no cool chambers anywhere. So the fishermen in the coast, they had to fry the fish in oil and keep it in big wooden barrels full of vinegar.
Not
and
really healthy.
They were shipping it to Madrid and other places in Spain by train, and it took 4 days. So this is how it all started. So actually we are in the food service sector for 120 years, but it is true that we're doing it for the domestic market, and we have recently started doing it in export markets.
And so what's the advantage then for a chef when he chooses the Ortiz product?
So what we are offering is a very natural product, okay? So we are using the very basic ingredients, which are the fish, olive oil and salt, and nothing else but that.
So high quality ingredients?
Very high quality ingredients, and then it's a very natural product. And then what we are offering them is the possibility of using a very natural product as an ingredient for them.
Okay. And so, yeah, it's the importance there is the ingredient, the raw material, and bringing it to the chef and then to the consumer as fresh as possible, considering heat, transport,
right,
and so on.
That.
Okay, well, thank you very much for introducing this the company. I'm going to turn now to our exhibitors who come from a long distance, and thank you very much to the Arita company for being here. Je vais parler en français parce que c'est plus facile pour la traduction. Est-ce que vous pouvez donc, Monsieur Simomura, vous présenter et nous expliquer qu'est-ce que c'est que la compagnie Arita?
どうもありがとうございます。今日はお招きいただきまして、こういう場に立ってちょっと緊張しておりますけれども、有田の紹介をさせていただきたいと思います。
Je vous remercie d'abord de m'inviter. De parler de Arita aujourd'hui même.
Arita はですね、400年前に、陶磁器の原料が見つかりまして、中国以外で初めて、焼き物を焼いた場所です。世界でですね、その有名になったのは、中国が政権が交代して内乱が起きた時にですね、ヨーロッパの受注が今までは中国の焼き物が輸入されていたのがそこから有田に変わりまして、今では美術館でしたりとかいわゆる各お城の、一室を飾るような伊万里という名前で有名なんですけれども、そういった城の一室をそれだけで埋め尽くすような価値をこちらの方で、見出されていました。
Histoire d'Arita, ça remonte jusqu'à 400 ans. Juste, vous savez, le temps, c'était le porcelain, c'était en Chine en principe, mais par contre, c'est la première fois, il y a 400 ans, et les produits Arita, ça commençait à produire.
Donc vous produisez de la porcelaine, vous produisez des ustensiles et de l'art de la table en porcelaine. Est-ce que vous pouvez nous expliquer quelles sont les tendances que vous détectez sur le marché des chefs et de la restauration? Quelles sont les demandes des chefs en termes d'art de la table, de porcelaine, de design ou de fonctionnalité?
今までは有田はですね、国内市場の、いわゆる日本料理向けの食器をずっと400年間、作ってまいりました。ですので、日本料理というのは季節感、土地の風土、あとは人と自然との関わり合い、あと、食材のそのものの味というものを、引き出すためのその器として、西洋料理とは違うアプローチで、発達してきた料理です。それに合わせて器を作ってまいりましたので、はい。
Donc, jusqu'à maintenant, le porcelaine Arita a destiné à cuisine japonaise, en principe. Et dans cette occasion, on voulait faire inventer pour la cuisine française même. Voilà, c'est pourquoi on est là. Et par contre, porcelaine de Narita, pour la cuisine traditionnelle pour les Japonais, normalement la cuisine japonaise où il y a différents, c'est-à-dire il y a 4 saisons qui est différent. Donc eux, ils ont fait des porcelaines pour 4 saisons. Et pourquoi pas, ils voulaient essayer, c'est pourquoi on est là.
Et donc l'idée aujourd'hui, c'est de venir proposer ces porcelaines des 4 saisons à la cuisine française, à la restauration française et européenne?
Exact. Voilà, c'est pourquoi on est là pour la première fois. Et que 2016, on a 400e anniversaire de la création de porcelaine Arita.
Alors, on va vous souhaiter un bon anniversaire pendant 3 ans. Je vais vous poser une dernière question. Donc, c'est votre première participation au Sirha. Nous sommes très fiers de vous recevoir. Par rapport aux visiteurs que vous avez vus sur ces 3 premiers jours, est-ce que vous avez vu les personnes que vous souhaitiez voir? Est-ce que les chefs sont venus vous voir et qu'ont-ils dit?
大変に光栄に思っております。日本からの商品ですね、そんなに安くはないんですけれども、その値段を見ても使ってもらいたいって言ってる、いただける現地のこちらのフランスのシェフとか世界のシェフがいらっしゃるんで、大変光栄に思っています。
On doit remercier d'abord, vous savez, on a l'occasion de rencontrer, vous savez, il y a beaucoup de chefs qui est important en France. Qu'on a reçu hier énormément de chefs qui est venu et qui a admiré notre porcelaine. Et on est très heureux d'être ici au présent. Merci beaucoup.
Merci infiniment pour ces idées et je suis fière aussi, nous sommes fiers de pouvoir accueillir de nouveaux produits du Japon et de les présenter à nos chefs. C'est important pour nous que vous puissiez les rencontrer. Je vais me tourner aussi maintenant vers Jon et vers Noreen par rapport à votre expérience du Sirha. Jon, je ne sais pas si ça fait longtemps que vous venez au Sirha. Est-ce que c'est la première fois? Est-ce que c'est votre première participation?
Well, I'll do it in English. I understood it, don't worry. So, no, it's our 3rd time here. So we started coming to Sirha in year 2009. We knew the show because we used to come as visitors here, but I mean, in year 2009 we decided to come as an exhibitor. The experience was very good because usually you deal with your distributors or importers in a country, but the Sirha lets you have the direct contact with the chefs. And well, you have the opportunity to show your best products to them. Like in our case, we have like a very special product, which is the tuna belly, like the toro, like you say in Japanese. And it's a very special product that we have, very fatty and very delicate. And a lot of French chefs are using it around the world. So it's like a great opportunity to show them this product. So this is great for us.
And so you saw those chefs, they came to see you?
Yes,
you were able...
chefs are coming to see us. Well, well, the brand is quite known among the chefs, especially because of this product. Yeah, many of them are coming to visit us. So yes, this is a great opportunity to do so.
Okay, so we're glad. That means we got the visitors that you wanted to see.
Yes, absolutely.
And I'm going to ask the same question to Noreen. What about being on the Sirha? Maybe first time or second time, I don't know.
No, I'm going to copy Jon. It's our third time here as well.
Okay.
And this year we have a bigger Irish presence. So Bord Bia is here with 8 Irish exhibitors, and there's actually a 9th Irish exhibitor exhibiting here independently. So there's quite a strong Irish presence.
Strong presence.
And obviously it's our first year in the Espace des Chefs for the Bocuse d'Or.
As a partner this year, yes.
Every year there's as they say in French, a montée en puissance. Our presence
rising up,
getting stronger. But no, I think it shows the importance of the show, not only from a French market perspective, but also from an international perspective. There's a lot of international chefs visiting.
So you saw customers, whether on the Bord Bia stand or with the other Irish companies that are here, visitors from many countries?
From all over the world, and both, I suppose, chefs and also food service importers, wholesalers, distributors. So
food service operators came to meet the meat.
Exactly, taste the meat, yeah. Seeing is believing and tasting is...
Seeing is believing and tasting, absolutely. So, then to conclude then, with your different impressions, what would be, if you had to say Sirha in one word, what would that be? This is total improvisation. We didn't repeat that one. Yeah. What would that be?
Ooh la la. La gastronomie, a French word, you know. It's
French word.
Lyon is the gourmet capital of France, and so.
I like that one, gourmet capital of France. Yeah. So maybe I'll ask Jon then. What would be his word for Sirha in English or Spanish or whatever?
No, what I would say is that we come from the capital of the gastronomy in Spain, which is the Basque Country, to the capital of the gastronomy in France, which is Lyon.
Okay, we're proud. Very, very proud to have you. And then I'm going to hand the question as well to Mr. Simomura. Est-ce que vous pouvez nous dire quel serait votre mot ou vos 2 mots pour décrire le Sirha que vous venez de vivre?
一応ね、今ここにシラに来られてどういう印象ですかと一言で。
昨日初めて会場以外の街を歩かせていただいたんですけれども、非常に綺麗な街で山の上にあれはお城ですかねがあって、夜景も綺麗でですね、初めてシラに来て、リヨンの街並みを見て、ここに立っていることを実感してとても感動しています。
Hier soir, on est sorti première fois pour visiter un peu de Vieux-Lyon, etc. Et que vous avez la histoire importante et que nous aussi. Et donc on est très fiers d'être ici en Sirha et la ville de Lyon. Merci beaucoup.
Merci à vous, merci d'être là. C'est vous qui faites le sel du Sirha, c'est vous qui faites la vérité du Sirha. And as well in English, Sirha would not exist without its exhibitors. You are the ones doing the job, getting the visitors here and showing them the best products and allowing the chefs to find the best solutions to create the best menus tomorrow. So thank you very much to all 3 of you, all 4 of you. Thank you also to the translator. We were very happy to receive you here, and we really hope you'll get lots of visitors, lots of customers for the next day on the Sirha. Thank you again. Thank you, everybody. See you later on the Sirha TV.